Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Jeremiah, the 41st chapter. And basically continuing, right, with the aftermath of the fall of Jerusalem, having the Babylonians having set up Gedaliah as the governor of the remnants that were left, and those that had fled to the various lands, having heard that and returning to back to Jerusalem. Here we are, after Johanan had warned Gedaliah about Ishmael. However, he refused to take heed. So this is Jeremiah 41:1. Now it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, the son of Elishama, of the seed royal, and the princes of the king, even 10 men with him. So Ishmael was one of the royal family, you could say. So he came with 10 men with him, came unto Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, to Mizpah, because now remember Jerusalem had been destroyed. So the new, as he mentioned, the base, so to speak, was Mizpah, which if we pull that up, Mizpah Bible map. Let's see if we can find it. Mizpah, okay. All right. So they have it here on the east of Jordan. Let's take a look. Let me see, what do we have here? Let me see if I can find another map, and if they all point to that, then it looks like it is. Okay, so not many good maps out here apparently. All right, so we'll go with because majority of these are approximations anyway, but we'll go with we can go with wait, one more. Let's check one more. Mizpah. Matter of fact, you know what? Where was Mizpah? All right. Oh, interesting. So Mizpah refers to several places in the Bible, the most prominent being a city in the territory of Benjamin that was a significant gathering place for national assemblies. Other notable Mizpahs include one in Gilead, mentioned in the covenant between Jacob and Laban. Let me see if they have one for Gedaliah, where Gedaliah was. Okay, so it was the one, there we go, that makes more sense. The one in Benjamin, north of Jerusalem. It says here, after the destruction of Jerusalem, this Mizpah served as the political and administrative center for surviving Judeans and was the site of a massacre where Gedaliah was assassinated. So going back to Jeremiah 41, oh, it looks like they spoiled it for us, but anyway, that's where we at. So verse 2, then arose Ishmael, the son of, so while they were eating with Gedaliah, Ishmael rises up, right, the son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, with the sword, and slew him, whom the king of Babylon had made governor over the land. So he basically murdered Gedaliah. Ishmael also slew all the Jews that were with him, even with Gedaliah at Mizpah, and the Chaldeans that were found there, and the men of war. So the Babylonian soldiers, any warriors, the majority of the Jews that were there with Gedaliah, he basically took them all out. That's why they called it a massacre. And it came to pass the second day after he had slain Gedaliah, and no man knew it, so word hadn't gone out yet, that there came certain from Shechem and from Shiloh and from Samaria, even 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves with offerings and incense in their hand to bring them to the house of the Lord. So they basically came and, based on how they're described, they seem to have been mourning, okay, or in deep despair. Though, look, you can see how, like, due to the years of Jake, intermingling with the pagan rites, they sort of merged that in there, right? They picked up on a few of those things, because the cutting of yourselves, right? That's, for example, something that's not lawful, right? That's not something that we were supposed to do. But given the nature of the times, this is probably at their time how they expressed mourning. Long story short, they were coming to offer, right, to bring incense to the house of the Lord. Now, understanding that Jerusalem had been destroyed, okay, it could be one of two things. Either, I doubt they hadn't heard about it. So more than likely, they had. It's possible that they had set up either an altar, or had established Mizpah, at least temporarily, as like the place of serving the Lord in whatever it may be, right? And maybe like any sacrifices or offerings or so on. But long story short, these men come over there, and Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, went forth from Mizpah to meet them, weeping along as he went. So this guy was a real character, huh? Right, with his fake crocodile tears. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, "Come to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam." So he was feigning himself, right, to show, like, we're all distraught about what has happened to us at the hand of the Babylonians, and all this destruction that has happened, and so on and so forth. So he basically says, yeah, come, Gedaliah's over here. Let's all go and let's talk. And it was so, when they came into the midst of the city, that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, slew them and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and the men that were with him. This guy was just going out here just slaying them. Well, Johanan warned that he was set up by the Ammonites to do that. Well, really to take out Gedaliah. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Ishmael, "Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field, of wheat and of barley and oil and of honey." Yeah, honey, you like honey, huh? So he forbare and slew them not among their brethren. So they pled for their lives and said, basically, like, we got victuals, we got provisions that we've hidden, we can give it to you. So he doesn't kill them. Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah was it which Asa the king had made for fear of Baasha, king of Israel. And when you go back to, I believe it's in the book of 2 Kings, you can read the account of that. And Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, filled it with them that were slain. So he had a lot of blood on his hands. Then Ishmael carried away captive all the residue of the people that were in Mizpah, even the king's daughters, and all the people that remained in Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had committed to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. So all those that were basically under the care of Gedaliah, right, that weren't slain, he carried captive. And Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, carried them away captive and departed to go over to the Ammonites. So his mindset was, all right, he's about to, take them and go back to the land of Ammon. But when Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him heard of all the evil that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had done, they took all the men and went to fight with Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and found him by the great waters that are in Gibeon. And let's look that up. Let's see here. Johanan versus Ishmael map. See if it can show us where. Of course, they don't ever want to give us good maps. All right, let's look up Gibeon Bible map. Okay. Well, I'll assume is likely somewhere east of Jerusalem, because the land of Ammon is on the other side of the Jordan, right? So I'll assume it's somewhere there. In any case, he catches them right before they're crossing over to the other side. Verse 13, now it came to pass that when all the people that were with Ishmael saw Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, they were glad. So they were happy. Oh, sure, thank Lord. Somebody's here to help us. So all the people that Ishmael had carried away captive from Mizpah cast about and returned, and went unto Johanan, the son of Kareah. But Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, escaped from Johanan with 8 men, and went to the Ammonites. So his sorry ass just barely made it out. Then took Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, from Mizpah. After that he had slain Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. So all the people that Ishmael had taken captive after he murdered Gedaliah, Johanan recovered back. Even mighty men of war, and the women, and the children, and the eunuchs, whom he had brought again from Gibeon. And they departed, and dwelt in the habitation of Shimham, or Kimham, which is by Bethlehem, to enter into Egypt. So they went and dwelt there for a bit, but they were getting ready or planning to go into Egypt because of the Chaldeans, for they were afraid of them. So they feared that this guy Ishmael went and slew Gedaliah, who the Babylonians set up as a governor, and then he slew the Babylonian soldiers that were over there as well and committed massacre in here. You know, chances are they're about to come down with wrath to say like, oh, we left the remnant of you guys here, and this is what you end up doing. So because they were afraid, right, as it says, because Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had slain Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, whom the king of Babylon made governor in the land. So because of that, they were getting ready to go and go and hide and dwell in Egypt, so that they would be able to escape this wrath that they feared would come upon them. And that brings us to the end of Jeremiah, the 41st chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham, Recha Kodesh. And until next time, Shalom.